Tom's Live. Today's Sunday special is chicken and vegetable soup. The ingredients you need are 4 chicken breasts, 2 onions, 4 mushrooms, 1 pepper, 1 carrot, 1 chicken stock cube, 1 pinch of thyme, 1 pinch of garlic salt and a ground black pepper. Next step is to prep all the ingredients. I'm going to start off with the onion. First step is to chop your ends off your onion using your sharp knife. I chop my end off. I like to flatten it so it's more easy to chop my end off. Then you chop the other end. Always be careful with your sharp knife, you don't cut your fingers. I have chopped both of my ends off. Now I'm going to peel the 2 layers of skin off. If you've still got some of the onion root on your onion, you just trim the end off it and you peel your other onion. Next step, after when you have peeled your ends and you have peeled your onion, is to first finally slice them, then turn them around and finally dice them into small medium pieces like that. You do the same with your other half of onion. You first slice it. Always be careful with your fingers. Then turn it around and finally dice it like that. Then you place it in your bowl and you do your other onion. This will be your base for your soup. Next step is to prep your mushrooms. I first chop them in half. And you want to finely slice them into little pieces like that. You do the same with your other mushroom. Just like that. So I will show you again what I did was first chop it in half. Then finally sliced it. Always be careful you don't cut yourself with your sharp knife. If you've got a bit more better with your knife skills, you can go fast, like what I do. And you should have nice little pieces like that. And you place them in your bowl. And you do the rest of your mushroom. Next step is to prep your pepper. You first take off your top of your pepper. And you take all the seeds out. And you want to give it a tap and get all the seeds out and a little bit of flesh of skin, and you want to give it a good tap on your chopping board so you get all them little seeds out and any little bit of white flesh skin. You should have something like that when you have finished. Next step, after when you have took all your seeds out of your pepper, you first chop it in half and half again, and you just want to finally dice it into medium pieces like that. You do it again with your other half. Always be careful you don't cut yourself with your sharp knife. Then you place them also with your mushrooms in your bowl. And you do the rest of your pepper. Next step is to prep your baby corn. You want to chop them into medium mini pieces. And chop them like that using my sharp knife. Always be careful you don't cut yourself. After when you've got nice pieces like that, you place them in the bowl and you finish off your baby corn. Next step is to prep your carrot. You first chop both of your ends off using your sharp knife. Then you peel your carrot with using your peeler. Always be careful you don't cut yourself with your peeler. You want to go around the carrot. Keep turning it. But always be careful you don't cut yourself on the ends of your peeler. So you keep turning around. After when you have done all the bottom, I like to turn it the other way so I can get the other side. And don't forget to keep turning it after a few peels. But always be careful you don't cut yourself on the sharp blade. After when you have peeled all the way around your carrot, you first chop it in half again, and you just want to finely slice it into little moon shapes. Always be careful you don't cut yourself with your sharp knife when you're slicing your carrot like that. You do the same with your other half, and you keep slicing like that into little moon slices. But always be careful you don't cut yourself with your fingers. After when you have done them like that, you place them in with your baby corn. Next step is to prep your chicken. You just want to dice it into little pieces. Just like that. Then you place it in the bowl. And you do your other piece. But always be careful with your sharp knife so you don't cut yourself. Always keep moving the knife away from the chicken. And you should have nice pieces like that. And you place it in your bowl. And you finish off doing your remaining chicken. Next step is to boil your kettle and place some hot boiling water in a measuring jug and add your chicken stock cube. And you want to give that a good stir with your fork so it evaporates for a few minutes. And that's what it should look like when you have finished. All nice there together. Next step is to switch on your hob so you can start cooking. And you want to set it to high. Let that just heat up for a few minutes and place your pan on your ring. First step is to place your chicken in your frying pan so that can fry for a few minutes. You might need to break it up with your wooden spoon. I'm breaking up the chicken if it's all stuck together. Now I've just got to break the chicken up, and you want to let that fry for a few minutes so it starts to sizzle. Chicken has got a lot of water, so you might have to fry it for a little bit longer. It's all to do how high you've got your hob ring. You want to keep stirring it so it doesn't stick, and also you don't want your chicken to be undercooked. So you keep stirring it till it goes a bit white. It's all to do with how much water you've got in your chicken. If you have got lucky, it will take about at least 10 minutes to cook all the way through before you add in your other ingredients. But if you're doing it on gas, it will take about 2 to 5 minutes because gas cooks quicker. Next step is to add in your onions to your pan, and you want to give them a good stir with your chicken. You know when they are cooked, when they are starting to go brown, and you will also be able to smell them adding some flavour to the chicken. You want to get right to the bottom. Just give them a quick little toss first, so they can get into the chicken juice, and then they will start sizzling and they will bring flavour out. You want to always keep moving your chicken and onions about for about 3 to 8 minutes so you can start smelling the onions. Once you can smell the onions getting nearly brown, you add in your mushrooms and peppers next. You just want to give them a little fry for a minute or two. The reason you add them nearly to the end because they don't need a lot of cooking, because mushrooms bring out a lot of water and you just want to soften your peppers. And you want to give that a good stir in with all your onions and chicken. And I will add some of the juice from the water, from the mushrooms. As you can see, the chicken is now cooking nicely. You can tell the onions are getting nice and brown, and you just want to keep stirring in your mushrooms and peppers so they can get more softer. And if you have already seen how I've made a soup previously on my YouTube, that was a chorizo and chickpea. This is a chicken and vegetable, but the only difference what I will be doing this time, I will be not blitzing it, so it'll be nice. You will get the nice colours of the chicken and all the different vegetables. Keep stirring it for a few more minutes. But you can make any kind of soup. You don't have to make a chicken soup. You can make a vegetarian soup. So to do what you've got in your house. Next step is to add in your chicken stock to your pan. And you also add in your carrot and corn. And you want to give that a good stir before you season your soup and let it simmer for 5 to 10 minutes. And don't forget to get all the way round the pan. So you just keep stirring and stirring for a few minutes. Don't worry about your carrot and corn. They will cook when you place the lid on. Just they will steam and they will go nice and soft. So don't worry if you've added them in last. Next step is to add in some black pepper to season. And a pinch of thyme. Before you add in your garlic salt, you want to give that a good stir. And now add a pinch of garlic salt into your pan, just a little pinch. Garlic has got a lot of power into it, so you don't want to overpower the soup with garlic, and you want to give that another good stir. And don't forget to get all the way round. And finally, you place the lid on top of your pan, and you want to lower that to simmer till 5 to 10 minutes, and you also keep an eye on it, and you serve up and you enjoy your chicken and vegetable soup. Thanks for watching. Hit the like button if you like this video. Don't forget to subscribe. More videos coming soon.